Hi, this is Ryan Hoff with your AIC Legislative Minute for January 19th, 2024, brought to you by Bliss McKnight. The General Assembly was in full swing this week with a whopping 32 committee hearings in just 3 days. Several bills of consequence were heard this week, so I'll jump right into an overview. House Bill 1158 on county contracting was heard and heavily amended from its filed version. The new version of the bill would allow the typical process for county contracting to continue, where the various county office holders would ask commissioners to consider and approve a contract for whatever goods and services they're looking for. It would, however, set up an alternative process if there are disagreements between the commissioners and the other office holders seeking the contract approval. In that alternative process, the county elected office holder could present the commissioners a contract from their vendor of choice so long as funds have been appropriated. Through a process of requests, feedback, and legal review under a 20-day timeline, the county officer would be allowed to sign the contract at their discretion. Under the new version, however, the commissioners would be allowed to identify standard contractual terms that would have to be a part of all county contracts, covering legal issues such as indemnification, venue, dispute resolution, termination, and notification. This version passed out of the House Local Government Committee this week and is now eligible for consideration in the full House. The Senate Local Government Committee heard and approved Senate Bill 155 this week, which would require any unit of government, utilities, and railroads exercising eminent domain over a business to reimburse the owner for the value of the ongoing business. The bill currently would apply to total taking of a parcel, but also to easements, partial takes, and loss of even partial access to the roadways. This would make land acquisition for road and bridge expansion projects requiring land acquisition more expensive and time-consuming to undertake. This bill, because of its impact on the state, was recommitted to the Senate Tax and Fiscal Policy Committee for further consideration. Also this week, the House Committee on Government and Regulatory Reform heard House Bill 1338 regarding local government meeting decorum and restricted access to government property. This bill would clarify the ability of county officials to set rules of decorum for public meetings, and if members of the public violate those rules, they could be removed from the meeting. Further, the bill would also clarify that counties can establish restricted access areas where the public is not allowed to enter under criminal trespass penalties. We would like to thank Representative Prescott for this legislation, which will help to protect county officials, employees, and property from individuals who seek to interrupt both public meetings and the efficient day-to-day operations of the county government. Looking at the legislative calendar, it's likely we only have 2 more weeks of committee hearings in the first half of session before there are second and third reading deadlines. By the time the AIC Legislative Conference arrives, we should have a good look at what issues are moving forward this session. I look forward to seeing you all at the Legislative Conference on February 6th and 7th right here in downtown Indianapolis. This has been Ryan Hoff with your AIC Legislative Minute, brought to you by Bliss McKnight.